Hey friends, welcome back to part 2 of Just Paint and Pause. And today we are painting a beautiful peony together while we're talking about 5 ways that you can slow down in your art, slow down in your life, just to have a little more peace of mind, a little more peace, a little more calm. So let's get to painting, grab your supplies, and let's get to it. There are so many things that I could recommend for slowing down your painting, but today we're using a filbert brush. And it's a filbert brush that might not be familiar to you. Using a brush that you're not familiar with can help you slow down because it keeps you on your toes. I'm grabbing this paint here. It's pretty runny, pretty loose. Just kind of slowing down and watching the paint swirl, grabbing random colors. We're just gonna start swooping around. We're making this very loose peony, and we might even feel uncomfortable with this brush if it's not something we're used to using. So I keep dipping in the water, grabbing different bits of color, and making these rounded shapes. And as I'm doing this, I'm realizing that using a brush you're unfamiliar with does help you slow down. So as I start to put some petals on the outside, and I'm realizing that maybe it feels a little fast, and for you, you can always slow down the video if it's too fast for you. This is slow for me. But when I'm slowing down my movements, I'm slowing down my breath, and I'm slowing down my brain so I can get these fluffy petals on there without overthinking it. I'm trying to just add some swoops here, make it a little bit more colorful, and trying to work on rounding those shapes to look like fluffy petals. So slowing down is good because after a really long day, as I'm putting in some other strokes of color just for fun, it's important just to slow down the mind, slow down the brain, slow down your hand, and focus on what's in front of you. That's going to give your nervous system a break, and it's going to give you a break from all the stress and the mental strain you've gone through all day long. So now I'm grabbing some green, whatever green you want to use, friends. My second tip here for slowing down as we're making our stem is just to use variety of colors. Don't look for the perfect combo. As I did with the fluffy petals, I did keep within those nice warm pinky colors, but you could go with whichever ones you want. As we start adding in a variety of stems, allow your brain to kind of just come to a halt in some way. Hold your brush differently. If you're used to the brush, hold it loosely. Start dragging out the color. Just seeing how dragging out this green can create some really pretty and very loose and hopefully very slow leaves. This is not about perfect. It's about showing up. It's about putting those brush strokes down. And it's about giving yourself a mental break. If you're following a reference photo, you can do it loosely or accurately, but just try to make it a slower version of what you would normally do. I'm sure you can't imagine how fast I would paint this normally if I was going up my regular pace. And just pay attention to how being mindful helps you to kind of just recover from the stressors that you might have been going through. And if you started out your day really calm, then maybe you're in an even better space right now. So as we got all those leaves on there, I want to augment this a little. I'd like to put some up at the top. It's not in my reference, but because I'm going at a slower pace, I'm allowing myself to kind of observe and see where I want to add in things, where I want to stop, where I want to keep going. So my third tip here, as I rinse my brush, we start to grab some pink for some beautiful splatter, is to set a timer when you're sitting down, but to paint longer than you normally would or longer than the timer itself. Let's dry this up and let's start in with the next details. I'm going to grab some of my yellow ochre for that center for this flower, but just spend more time to challenge yourself to be slower. We're always trying to just beat the timer, but what if we try to go longer than it, allowing ourselves to dawdle and just do something different than we're used to. So we're doing these little brush strokes to create the stamen here with this color. We'll add in a darker color in a little bit, but right now, just sticking with it, making these little eyelashes, as I like to call them. My fourth tip, friends, to slow down is to breathe. We tend to hold our breath as we are feeling nervous, we're feeling rushed. So make sure to take some intentional time to breathe. That will slow down your heart rate, slow down your brain, slow down the stress and tension you've been carrying all day. So you can just focus on painting and just enjoying that process. So look at what we've created so far. We've created a painting almost start to finish. We just need to do those finishing touches, so darker green, just dabbing it where it makes sense for you. Getting that extra contrast, the beautiful color. You don't have to do green, you can do a different color too. This is your painting, you get to choose, you're in charge. And my last tip, friends, number 5, is to let go of the outcome. This painting might look exactly like yours, or it might look completely different. There's no right result we're looking for here, and when you realize that, your brain relaxes, your nervous system relaxes, you can let go. It's just a lot more of a calming and beautiful experience when you can let go. So this isn't about finishing your painting, it's about feeling the process, and it's about showing up today. So I did dry this, and I've got a brown here, just darkening up that center to give a little bit more contrast. Remember to breathe, and I'll see you next time for part 3. Now, wasn't that nice, just taking a little bit of time just to be mindful, to be peaceful, to slow down. I tend to paint really fast, so it is hard for me, but I really did try. Let me know in the comments how you feel about this series so far. We have part 3 coming up next week, and I just love sharing a little mental health, a little bit of self-care within the watercolor tutorials that we do together. I want to remind you that I have Patreon. That is a place where you can be a member, exclusive content from over 2 years ago up until present. We're doing Zoom classes, we're doing all kinds of things to help us be mindful, to be able to let go of perfectionism. We're doing some mixed media over there, we're doing landscapes over there, so much fun. So you can click the link in my description to learn more. Scotland, still a few spaces left. Come and paint with me, August 2026. And I can't think of anything else right now, so have a wonderful day. Thanks for being here, and say hi in the chat. Bye.